One, it is recording. What up, though? Or am I?
Games.
Yeah.
Oh, Krack. Hello, Krack.
What up, though?
That's why we got all the dislikes. I'm pretty sure.
If you not hip, this is Games on Krack. We are gamers all around. You know what I'm saying? All right, Krack just started looking at us crazy, so I'm a bad intro. We doing it. We was talking about Mortal Kombat.
Hey, no,
hey, you know
we
you
have
gotta
to talk about the last video too.
You know, you know when you edit this, you gotta like before you saying, you gotta put the title on the screen, bro.
Yeah, I told him.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we made that executive decision.
Yeah, so we're talking about it. I probably just did it a second time, but on the edit. But basically, we about to break down pretty much the entire season so far. We not like experts on this comic. I'm pretty sure is anybody.
I am an expert. I'm an expert on everything.
Okay,
yeah.
So
that's the role that I'm taking. That's the role that I'm taking.
All right, so Krack's an expert. Did y'all read any of the comics?
Fucking right.
I have not. I want to though.
Never read any.
I want to.
Okay.
This is making me want to.
All right. So y'all didn't know anything about y'all went into this blind.
I knew absolutely nothing about Invincible. I
just
watched it on Prime.
What made y'all initially want to watch it then?
I'll let you start, Krack.
I just saw a clip on an unnamed outlet, and it just seemed interesting. It was like a short clip. I think it was like a short clip. It was like Omni-Man talking to Mark or talking to Invincible. And
okay.
It was the same where they were throwing the ball or whatever. And he was like, I don't know, something just appealed to me about just like the father son. Like and it was Robert Kirkman. And I watch a lot of Walking Dead, so I'm already kind of a fan of his.
All right.
Krack hit me up and said, yo, make sure you go on Amazon Prime and watch Invincible. I said, okay. That's it. That's how it happened.
See?
Word. All right.
That's it.
I think I saw somebody talking about I seen a few people talking about it on Facebook, and I like animated superhero shows, so I just ended up watching it. I don't remember who exactly, you know what I'm saying, said anything about it.
Yeah, usually if some shit is animated, like you said, and it's superhero shit,
I thought it was like
I'm checking it out
because it looks like one of them DC animated movies. So that was kind of what it made me look at it at first, but not knowing that it was gonna be completely like left field from that. But what's y'all overall in the hierarchy of like superhero shows? Where is this ranking? Like, is it top 5? Is it like
removing recency bias? I can't really. It's too fresh. Like just now.
I still want your rating.
It's top 10.
Like,
I'm about to say with recency bias, like it's probably a top 5 like superhero. You talking about just animated or just like in general?
It really can be like
in general it's a top 10 for sure.
Yeah, I just keep
might have to think about it.
Real.
I might have to think about it, but just based off the first season so far, it's definitely in my rankings. Like it's done enough to be close to top 5 for me.
Okay.
If I got an idea from people on Facebook who've read the comics, they say this shit continues to turn up. So I can't imagine. And people are saying that they did a really good job with following the comics. Like everything is, he said it's more gore in the comic book, but if niggas say the comics is good and that this is doing a good job, I think this shit can be top 5. Like, this shit is really making me want to go and buy the comics.
I guess I'll ask, how do y'all feel about the gore? Like, do y'all normally? I'm not sure like what y'all level as far as like tolerance of that is.
I love that shit.
I mean, I watched Walking Dead, so
Or I'm not huge on, you know, I ain't gonna say it's off putting. It just be like, oh shit, especially because it be like out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like that's like it's such a like, even though it's a big part of the show, it's not that like it's sometimes when there's gore in shows where they make it a like that's a centerpiece of like the visuals and stuff. Like they just continuously try and like one up the shit, where in this it feels like it just be kind of like random fight, dude gets shredded in half, and it'd be people like you don't even expect you don't even be expecting. Like
That's what I love. That's what I love
first
about
episode, I didn't watch any. I had no idea like the series was going to get as gory, but once it did, it kind of just turned everything up. Like I started liking it even more because I'm like, oh shit, like they telling the story, because I was into the story off the first episode.
Where so
once what happened at the end of episode 1 happened, I was like, yo,
we can spoil it, right?
yeah.
Yeah, like you know, when Omni-Man basically killed that entire team. Well, the League of Legends is not League of Legends.
No, not League of Legends.
What's it called? The Guardians of the Globe.
Yeah.
Killed the whole Guardians of the Globe. And just the way that he did it. Even like who's the red blur? Like the ways that they was dying, like I was like,
very creative.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, but it makes sense. Like, it makes sense for that to happen. Like, even like when he was fighting back and he was like he broke his hands and shit like that, or he just kept going. Like, it'd be like shit like that where like the gore isn't as, I guess, gratuitous would probably be like the best way to describe it. But the way that it was kind of used and like to show it really accentuated like shit. Like it would make things like you'd be like, damn, like damn.
Hey,
like, oh shit, this shit crazy, dog. Like, what is this nigga doing?
Yeah. Fun fact about Omni-Man, he was ranked top 100 villain back in the day. Back in 2009, he was top 100 villain. So I can only imagine, because I don't even think they've tapped into just how cynical he probably really is. Because I mean, we seeing these nuts, and those are the best villains, right? The ones who just don't feel like they doing anything out of place.
Right.
Like he's like, yo, listen to me. We gotta talk. There's reasoning behind this.
Yeah.
Mark, there's like, nigga, you killed.
Mark, we have to talk.
Yeah, like,
Simmons, hey, we was talking about aesthetics in our Mortal Kombat review. If you just talk about the aesthetics of that entire show, just like it seems like the voice acting cast is like perfect.
Awesome, bro. They fit the characters so well.
The music that they use, I think they use good music, like to score it with.
The comedy relief.
Yeah, bro. Like it's very dark humor. It's just it's really like niggas be saying this shit a lot, but it's like a breath of fresh air, because like for me, I think it's different when you watch like DC and Marvel shit, because like if you have any familiarity with like the comics and stuff, and it's just for me because I mean those are the big two, so you're usually more, you see all types of merchandise and things. You can get acquainted with the Flash really easily, or Spider-Man, and you can kind of like figure out what this person is about and what they're doing, and it's pretty much save the world. But with this, like not knowing about any of the characters or anything, I don't know. It's been a different experience watching the episodes for the first time because you're just experiencing like new different types of characters who have like shades of gray and shit like that, or it'll be like random shit like fucking Carl Winslow showing up in that shit, like or Reginald Vell Johnson, like it's just a lot of like
It's a full work,
perfect
like
elements,
it's a lot
like
of world building.
all like yeah, all like coming together. And I just like seeing how it, I guess, progresses. Like it's been like week to week, and you find out more and more about the people, the world, and everything. So
So y'all don't go on like YouTube and look. Well, Crack, I know you don't, but Slaps, you don't like go on YouTube and like look up shit once you already watched it or something.
I do
I do that.
sometimes. I haven't done it for this only because I don't want nothing. I don't want them to ruin anything for me in the
So
future. I kind of want to stay, you know, I kind
Yeah,
of want to stay. I kind of want to stay ignorant to things that's gonna happen in the future on here.
I don't I don't I don't go to
But Marvel shows, yes, because I know about
yeah, I was about to
the
say
Marvel
like
universe, so I'll do that with those.
yeah, like with this show, I don't look at anything regarding like what's going on in the comics or what could happen in the show, just so I'm not spoiled by anything. But I do watch like a lot of the mythology shit just so I can understand, especially with like some of the movies, like the comic book inspirations, and you know what I'm saying, without actually having to read the comics. So I
yeah,
actually go to certain place.
Let me
I go
say
to
this too, man.
Emergency Awesome is the place that I be going. I
Yeah,
might as well shout him
he
out.
dope. Let me say this too. Like the characters, I'm really I love a show where I fall in love with the characters. I love a show and a video game where I fall in love with the characters to where like I'm attached to these people. Like the romance that you know what I'm saying that Mark having right now with Amber, like I like that. I like that storyline. You know what I'm saying? Like I like that. I like that I got pissed off at her last episode. I like that. Like it on if it's a show that I don't really care about, I don't really care what the character has going on. But like when he was trying, I'm talking to the TV, like, yeah, bro, just come on, just tell her, bro. Just tell her you love her. Just tell her you love her. And then she did
so,
that. I'm like, oh, you bitch. How could
uh,
you do that to Mark?
Nigga
How
I,
could
got
you
the
do that to
emotional
Mark?
investment.
I feel
Yeah,
you.
I'm like I'm in there. I'm in there with it. And I love that about shows. Like if I'm connected to the characters and like I actually have a genuine concern with what the characters got going on,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a really good show at that.
I agree. I mean, my only for that storyline in particular, I'm not a huge fan just because I feel like the secret identity like storyline is played out so many like they play that storyline out so many different times and it's usually along the same lines as far as how it's handled. So it's like it's just a thing, especially if
This wasn't even handled like
hold
we
on,
had this conversation. So
wait.
yeah,
Let
go
me
go ahead.
I guess for me, if you gonna introduce those type of storylines, I would just like to see something done differently where it's not always like, yo, you shouldn't have kept this for me, blah blah blah. Even though I got a feeling like, all right, it's probably not gonna end like that. Like they might have where, you know what I'm saying, she end up coming back around and be like, yo, like I understand what was going on. I just don't like the buildup of like it always creates tension when like why can't I don't understand if it's always easily explained as like, yo, I'm just trying to do this to protect you and shit. Why don't that ever be verbalized like to the other person so that they can at least give some sort of take on like, yo, you're trying to protect me, but blah blah blah, because we've never really heard that from a character. Like in these situations where it'd be like, yo, we got a secret identity, like they got a secret identity. Usually it'd be like, all right, well, I understood why, like or you
It's not
shouldn't
like that.
it usually creates tension when they find
I've
out and it
I've
like
Yeah, I was about to say
I've never seen a chick react the way she did.
Yeah, I was about to say she already knew
Already
he
knew.
was invincible.
Like she acted like
So
a
she
black
was
chick.
waiting
She
for
acted like a
him
black
to
chick for
tell her.
sure.
That's never happened.
That was like grade A. That was just
Facts.
grade A toxic
That's
black
another.
female. Right
That's a
there.
great
I like.
point.
I'm
They
like,
have
yo,
been handling Amber really well, just on as far as like a black.
yeah, black chick.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
as far as a
Like
black person, yeah, I agree.
she's
Already
had
knew.
very. She's
Already
had
knew. Just
very,
want to know when you was gonna tell me. You've been lying to me.
right.
Like motherfucker,
I've been
I'm
known.
saving the universe. The fuck
Hey,
is you talking
her
about?
facial
But that's what I'm
expression that
saying. When
changed.
you,
Oh, that was
but
hilarious.
how is that like a? All
I'm
right,
saying
from
where has that ever happened?
I'm not saying that. I just said y'all right. But my question is,
think he gonna hook up with Eve?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
but still want Amber.
Yeah. Now that's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, but these are
now the way they
This-
could take this is
Go
you
ahead.
know them all together, like all three of them. They could do that interracial. And he got two girls. Like, you know, we could tap into a little bit of that. 2021.
Lil William.
2021.
We could tap into the interracial.
You know, interracial polygamy.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We're doing
No.
our thing for the 2021.
Tap into that. Invincible. Yeah. Yeah, I bet.
I'm very invincible now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bet.
Shout out to Steven Yeun though. Glenn from The Walking Dead. He from here. I think he's from Michigan. So
Michigan be having some folks, man.
yeah, we got some out there. Yeah, man. I like how they've been handling their relationship.
Yeah.
Because it's seemed more like on some real type shit. Like her reaction was like a real reaction to me. Because like you can say it's tropey about like not wanting to put people in danger, but like niggas do that shit like in real life.
People don't.
What, put people in danger?
Yeah. I think sometimes it's like, I don't know. I just feel like they don't ever play that version of it out. I get what y'all saying as far as like the way it's being portrayed is different, but I just disagree. It's just simple as that. I don't want to belabor the point, but my
if you don't like love and romance, bro, that's cool.
Yeah, that's fine. Just say that.
Never said that. Moving on to the next. Do y'all have anything that y'all don't like about the series?
Honestly, bro, there hasn't been anything that that I haven't liked, and I don't even want to try to like nitpick it and find anything, but it hasn't been nothing that I haven't rocked with. I'm happy that it's not a half hour for sure.
Yo,
I can tell
shout
you
out
that.
to Machine Head.
Man, I can tell you that. Machine Head was hilarious, bro.
Yeah, I did think it was.
Machine Head was hilarious.
Is there anything I dislike about this show? Like right now?
Nothing. It ain't even been no like filler.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you know what I'm saying? It's
right.
I would have to be like hyper critical. Like, and I don't know. Like, maybe that I have to wait a week. That they ain't all drop at the same time. I don't know.
I'm talking about like with the actual show. But yeah.
So is the gore the only thing that you don't really rock with?
It's pretty much just, that's kind of my thing. It's like I feel like every superhero show now, not every superhero show, but like I just think the use of gore is like being popularized, I guess. I don't know how to really explain it. I think it's go ahead.
Here's why I like that. Here's why I like the gore, which is another reason I like fell in love with The Boys. That's how it will be if superheroes like actually existed.
That's how it would be. That's
like people dying and blood everywhere, and that's how it would be. Like the way it gets portrayed in like MCU, for example, right? Bro, people will be bleeding, people will be dying. You got somebody as powerful as like Superman, he's gonna rip people in half. Like those types of things, I gotta imagine is what would happen, and that's why I like it. That's why I like the gore, because it's like, yo, this is how it would be in real life if superheroes existed.
Yeah,
So I
because
think they try to tap into that.
Yeah,
like disregard like collateral damage usually,
Yeah,
and you
right.
can't disregard the collateral damage with something like superheroes and villains.
right. And they had to meet about that collateral damage, didn't they? When they had when
Oh
they had messed,
yeah,
when they had messed something up. It's like, fam, you can't be doing that. Like, we can't just
yeah,
go out
bro,
here
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
having
Like
people die and blow up. Like, that can't
that's
happen.
why. I mean, we gonna talk about this on another video, but Falcon and Winter Soldier did a better job, I feel like, of making that a thing. Like,
For
I just
sure.
want there to be
I
consequences and
mean,
repercussions for
but they had the
like
Sokovia
things.
Accords for like that was the whole thing driving.
I'm saying we've never seen nobody just murk somebody in the murk like
In the MCU, not like that.
yeah in front of like people with cameras,
Oh yeah.
camera
Yeah.
phones. Like it's never
Well,
happened.
yeah, I mean, I feel you. So
Well,
yeah,
shit.
it is represented on like a different level. Like I agree with that. It's not that I really have a problem with the gore. It's just I just be wondering like how far is the reflex reaction of like we done had all of these colorful like kid friendly superhero movies. Now we getting like these they real dark. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a different tone. You know what I'm saying? But
I
it
think
ain't to
they
take away
marketed
from it.
they marketed towards us though.
No, I feel
That's
you.
that's
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 hey,
what
what
I'm
I'm
this
saying.
is
It's
saying.
just
Like,
exactly
a
this is exactly
progression. I
how I
be
wish
feeling like
DC was. Like, I wish DC was a rated R multiverse. I just feel like like Batman and all that. I feel like it would be much better if it was gory and like rated R, because DC has always been like a very, very dark. It's been way more dark than Marvel.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like in the comics and stuff, DC comics are usually more gory and marketed to, the older crowd. So I want them to tap into that type of stuff like in the movies. I think it would, they got to make their money.
Right. No, I feel you. I mean, I think if anything, it's really just I would like it to be like how normal comics is, where it's like you can kind of get a little bit of like whatever you trying to get from it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like if you want to have some shit with some gore in it, then yeah, it's some shit like this where it's more adult. It has more like because even though we saying like it's marketed to us, it also has like teen romance and shit like that. So I feel like we can't be the like, you know what I'm saying? Teenagers gotta be watching this shit.
Oh well, of course,
I'm
bro.
saying
Teenagers,
that
teenagers gonna watch
even in
all
the
this.
series, like we just had the conversation like last week about like 17 up 18 still like
I want to talk about that real quick.
that's it's still
Yeah, I mean,
the
I
age.
don't really. I'm just bringing it up as a conversation point. I'm just interested to hear your stance on it. I just,
Yo, all right.
I'm
So look,
saying like it's cartoons for everybody.
yeah,
Like
that and
that's
that's.
how I
I think
feel like.
that's what's cool because it's a lot of stuff available for what I'm saying every subset of comic book watcher and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But this is produced by Seth Rogen, which he did The Boys too. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff carrying over as far as like stylistically, I think from that to Invincible. So I don't know. Maybe he might just end up that might be his thing where he adopted more like adult comics to kind of embrace the you know what I'm saying? People
But no,
like
I mean
us.
Robert Kirkman. That's what I'm saying. He's a gory.
Yeah,
He's a
I mean,
gory guy.
I know about Robert Kirkman too. I'm just saying, as far as like the TV side, as far as bringing it over to like
That's what
and
I'm saying.
translating it.
He a TV show guy. That's what I'm saying. Like he's an executive. Like he not just he don't just do the comics or whatever. He not just a writer or I just write it and then like he directs. He does other things.
Or
Yeah, he not just like adapt my work guy.
hey, real quick on that team point, man. So I was thinking about this the other day because I was trying to catch up on Riverdale, which this fits here since that's a comic book. Um,
Yeah, Riverdale's a perfect example. Like I was way old watching
bro,
these teenagers.
Bro, I'm like, yo. So this is a teenage show. I'm like, fam, they have such
It's definitely
passionate,
YA, bro.
Such passionate sex they have on there. And I'm like, yo, I wasn't having sex like this as a teenager. Like, fam, they be at the parents' crib, spending the night, candles be lit. One of them fucking running a casino and a bar.
Yo, I haven't watched Riverdale.
Yeah, I was about to say I haven't watched
so
since like
I'm just
season
like,
2.
yo, I'm just like, yo, and I don't know if it's
running the casino.
I don't know if it's like on some shit where it's like, yo,
How do you get there?
Yeah, like I'm getting older, so I'm just paying attention to like, yo, this is stupid. But I don't remember our teenage shows having this passionate of like it'll be some kissing and stuff and like some dating. Fam, I wasn't watching Sister and they spending the night over some nigga crib.
Yeah, no, these shows be
like,
this is one of them why
more like it be like they be just watered down regular just romantic like whatever the fuck you call it.
Cause I'm like, bro, this that isn't a normal teenager, fam. I mean, I could even tap into like All American, like the Vegas episode just kind of tripped me out. I'm like,
I ain't never seen All American.
But I'm saying like I guess that's not really surprising to me. Because,
I guess
like,
that's kind of
they wasn't cussing on like the networks. They wasn't having like sex scenes on like the networks like that. They be going like in for real.
Well, it's just like, damn, is the average teenager having passionate sex right now? And all the teenagers I know are not having passionate.
Well,
that's basically the point that
it's a YA show though. Like that's
kind of the point that I'm making as far
on
as
that Twilight shit. Y'all niggas fuck with same shit.
Yeah, don't come for Twilight like that, man.
I'm just saying that's some shit that you
love.
Don't come
I'm basically making
love it.
I'm making a sort of equivalent
mythical
point,
creatures,
like, with
bro.
the gore shit.
Yo, I agree with you there on that tip.
I just feel like they starting to normalize. Like, it's just crazy that they not normalize. And I never thought that I'd be like the type that's like saying this type of shit, but they normalize like a different level of like stuff as opposed to what we was.
I agree, bro.
Kids. So I agree. Like, it just be kind of weird when I know that like. When I was a teenager, I wasn't watching I was watching like iCarly and shit till I was like, even when I was like 16, 17, 18, bro. Like,
I'll go throw that on right now.
Yeah. So it's like going from that to, you know what I'm saying, watching shit like this would be kind of weird, but especially like
it's not. That's why I don't.
Bro, it'd be weird because the average teenager I don't feel like they do these things.
That's what I'm saying. That's
what's weird for me, Krack. Like, okay. Bro, y'all 16.
I understand that.
What are you doing?
It's always a line that's being pushed. It's been a line being pushed like since like the 60s, basically.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't even
the line gets pushed for sure, but it's just becoming about it's becoming more unrealistic.
Yeah.
Well, but that's a show. Like, Riverdale's not we talking about a comic book show because I mean essentially that is a comic book show.
Yeah,
I mean people don't know that that's based on a comic. It's a lot of people that don't know that.
A lot of people don't know a lot of things. I'm just saying like when we talking about the things that come out as far as like pushing the lines of like you couldn't even be in the same bed as a married couple on TV. Like way back in the day, like you couldn't be shown with your wife or like or kissing, like you couldn't kiss. Like that's what I'm saying. Like there's been a line that's continuously pushed forward. So I don't know when the line stops or when these things.
This shit softcore porn.
It's been a lot leading up to. You know
this is softcore porn. I feel like I'm watching Skinamax sometimes, bro.
Hey, bro.
In a minute, Pikachu.
I mean, think about
Snorlax's stomach. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, look, even if you consider like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, when that movie first came out and Raphael said "damn" or whatever, you know what I'm
That
saying?
was
Like that
kind of
wasn't some
crazy.
shit like we seen on the cartoons, or somebody be like, "Hey, but in the comic book, it's like this." Like shit, I ain't know that. I ain't know it was hardcore like that. They almost murked my nigga Raph. Like they almost killed this nigga. Like I think what 5, 6, something like that. Watching them niggas almost kill one of my favorite turtles, my favorite turtle at the time. So, like, I guess I
To
don't
your
know.
point, the teenage sex, passion and sex is still weird for me.
I mean, it could. I
All
co-sign that.
right, all right, all right.
I just mean,
I did.
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
No,
that.
no, nothing like that. I'm just saying it's just because I get your point, but it just be like on some shit like I don't know. I guess just because it's not realistic as far as like teenage shit goes.
Yeah, I was just saying. I feel like
So,
we kind of. I don't want to get too conservative on this bitch. That's why I said, all right, you know what I'm saying? We might as well just
No, you
go
done
ahead and-
already got conservative. It's all good.
yo, that fucking fight with I don't know the dude's name.
Battle Cat?
The Rock dude.
Yeah, Titan.
Oh yeah, the battle cat was snapping.
I don't know who that motherfucker was.
That entire fight scene was I had no idea it was about to go that route.
No,
and I think I like that because I never know it's about to go this route.
Like I thought it was gonna be like maybe a
oh.
little scrap.
Man,
These niggas was getting fucked up. Monster Girl,
Omni-Man in that mud, just watching,
Black Samson,
watching his
got
son,
fucked up.
watching his
Like
son
people be
get
getting
dragged.
fucked up in that show. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Dog.
but you would expect that to happen, and it doesn't happen.
Yeah,
it doesn't
real
happen
life.
like that. It never happens like how it happened.
Bro.
Yo, this nigga took a whole. What was that? Like the big hammer? He took that shit right to.
Dog, killing
Yo.
niggas, bro.
This nigga whole body, and then his dad is just up there.
It's like, like I can stop all this, but I told you not to fuck with him.
Don't mess with these niggas.
I told you not.
That's all he was doing too.
I
You knew he wanted to
told
say that shit.
Man,
You gonna help this nigga.
Man.
That's all he was
That's
gonna
a
do.
fact. That is a fact, bro.
When they was talking about it at
I
the table,
100% think that Omni-Man is racist.
you're not gonna help them. Why
Ah,
would you help them?
yeah.
Dog, like
We're
this guy's
above
a
that.
dick.
Yeah, we're above that. We saved the universe. This is
Like, how do you not save like the people in the city? Like, how do you not give a fuck about the people in the city?
He's not from that planet. I don't think it's racist. He just don't give a fuck about
that's racist.
not from here.
That's racist. That's like us not caring about.
I was about to say, if I go somewhere,
So if I don't
and
care,
there's living organisms somewhere else, and I'm just like, fuck you.
when I could do something. You motherfucker.
Right, like I had no clue. Like that's what I'm saying. So
I've been trying to
that's
figure out.
what-
Like, I'm like, what's this nigga issue?
Yeah.
Because he protected. Because he protects the earth. He protect the earth, but at the same time, I thought he just wanted to be like the number one nigga. Like, nah, ain't nobody else.
Yeah,
Bitch, it's me, Soul
thought he
Supreme.
was-
maybe I'm mixing it up because I thought that they had already kind of established that earlier in one of the episodes before. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to really say any much more because I don't want to ruin it. But yeah, he's like there to, yeah.
Shouts to Cecil too, man. I like that guy.
Yeah,
Government nigga.
yeah.
With a little,
So-
I like Cecil.
Another perfectly
Where'd you get that
Like
scratch
this,
from, huh?
this
Guess
should be
we'll find out
crazy
next
how
season.
like perfectly like the motherfuckers look like they sound like how they look in a way. Like I don't know, a lot of like cartoons especially like get it right. Like that shit is. I know that's probably some small shit, but
Niggas,
all
hey,
them motherfuckers look like how they.
all this is showing me is that
sound
niggas
like
with
whatever.
weird mustaches through history are terrible people.
Hey,
Got Omni-Man, Hitler. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. These niggas are horrible people with
Yeah.
these silly mustaches,
too.
bro. Yeah,
Nah, bro.
silly mustaches. Stay away from them.
But you saying like we both like it, so we can't have any conversation. I mean, what do you not like about it?
I didn't say I didn't like anything. I like it as well, but I'm saying if we just pretty much then gave all of our praises to it, I just don't really know what else we can really, you know what I'm saying, say towards the product. You know
What's
what
been
I'm
your
saying?
favorite episode so far?
That last episode was good as fuck.
That last episode was good. It wasn't my favorite, but it was good. All of them been great.
I liked
it probably is
it
the
might have
Titan
been the episode with Titan.
Yeah,
I like
out
that
to
one.
Jeffrey Donovan from Burn Notice. I had to look. I was like, "What's the X-ray on this motherfucker?" He sound familiar, and it was my man from Burn Notice.
And Machine Head was funny as fuck. That was probably one of the just how they had his auto tune.
Had auto tune.
Yeah, bro.
Where it's like, but he was talking regular. He was talking. That was pretty funny. Like as a, you know what I'm saying, and niggas already know bro. Like since we rap and shit, you know what I'm saying, niggas know about the auto tune, how that shit works. It's just funny hearing that shit. Like,
and the shit he was saying,
and the fact that they took that, they was like the fact that somebody was making the show that they was like, yo, we about to take this character that, you know what I'm saying, you don't have a voice. To go back to what you was just saying as far as like perfect voice acting choices, where they like, yo, we about to put auto-tune on his voice. Like, don't talk in a melody or nothing, but just put auto-tune on his voice though.
That shit is
so like,
bro.
It's shit like that.
I hope he come back. I hope he come back.
Oh, he has to. He has to.
Because it was just that episode was that probably
great,
is the best episode, bro.
That was my favorite one right
there. They dealt with like so much shit in that episode.
And it was just the fact that they was talking about like y'all said, the element of like racism or like classism, however you want to phrase it, like where it's like, yo, we don't worry about these little problems, even though it's happening to like everyday people and shit. We just gonna, you know what I'm saying, we pretty much just gonna take care of all of the shit that's like above board and shit, like the big super fucking world threatening monsters. We'll do that shit, but we can't take 5 minutes to, you know what I'm saying, because it ain't gonna take nothing for Invincible to go save like whoever, even though Battle Beast was like on some other shit, because that was like some like but Thanos. That's where it'd be like, bro, like shit be going left. I like that about the show, where it's like you can't really predict, because honestly, even with the research that I've done into the comic book, as far as like shit that be happening, like different little storylines and shit, this is like literally the tip of the iceberg as far as like what actually happens. So it's like, even with me telling y'all like what I just told y'all, it's not really gonna ruin anything, because the other part is like, huh?
You can't tell me what's gonna ruin it.
I mean, it might
get to it, and then I might be like, damn.
Well, the point that I was trying to make though is just it's sweet. But I don't know. I just, like I said, I was just on some like trying to play devil's advocate, trying to figure out what's actually like.
I mean, sometimes shit is just fire, bro. We ain't gotta really.
Yeah,
I'm sure. It's somebody.
We can really talk about some of the best moments, and just
it's somebody on Facebook that has an issue with this show.
There's always somebody on Facebook with an issue. So
somewhere.
I wasn't really a fan of them. Whatever the fuck them cyborgs was. Like, I thought that was like a weird villain. Like
that. Yeah, I ain't really like that villain much either. But
like, I ain't gonna say that episode.
I like that episode because of the Amber and Mark situation, because that was kind of like their episode.
So I can't even say like I ain't like that, because it's set up for them using him again and them cyborgs, and he's obviously working for whatever organization that my man's Clint head up. So so maybe, I don't know, it might not have made the episode strong, but it's set up like everything is done with a purpose, like, to me. on that show. Is what I'm my main point. Because like they show back up. I don't know, when you take a villain and then you say like, all right, we ain't gonna kill him and he's gonna be under the excuse me, under the security or whatever of an organization, you know that character's gonna like keep coming back, and you don't know how they can come back in the future. So
Right.
yeah, I don't know, bro. Like I really enjoyed this show.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be tapping in with the comic, dog. I probably am. I probably
Even
am.
like I don't know, dog. Like I'm trying to think like
I
of
like the
something
I
like
like
I
the
just
little I like the way that the relationship develops between Nolan and Debbie. Like that's an interesting subplot as far as like her finding out. And
yeah, yeah,
that
with the
was the other,
mystery aspect. Yeah, because
yeah,
I ain't even talk about that. But like how they set it up as a murder mystery at first, and then it just get bigger and bigger.
yeah.
Pause.
So but the thing I was gonna say is like even now they've changed certain stuff like throughout this season. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not actually following like it's taking different elements, but it's taking shit that happened like way later down the line and like bringing it in now and like all types of shit. Like it's like a remix of the shit basically. So it's not like
Basically
they, you
doing
know
it
what I'm
like The
saying?
Walking Dead, essentially,
Mm.
I don't
because
watch
they
The
did.
Walking Dead, so I don't
I
really
mean,
have a
with
frame of
the
reference. But
no, I was about to say what they do in The Walking Dead was they bring in like they might kill a character in the comic and that character doesn't die that way, or they switch shit up. Basically, there might even be a time where like a character doesn't exist from the comic that they put in the cartoon, or you know what I'm saying,
yeah, and
something
it's
like that is on
and
the table just because. And that's what I was saying like about Robert Kirkman, like he's a oversee
he's
he
involved.
oversees like a
It's
lot of
still gonna retain the essence of the show,
yeah
even if they decide like, yo, we about to change some of this shit for TV.
yeah
Mm.
yeah. So
Okay.
but no, it's just a very impressive show to me. Like I feel like there ain't many shows that be hitting on cylinder, like cylinder to cylinder, bro. Like from point zero to the end. Like you everything is setting up for something. And the payoffs have been, I think, some of the best, like in the first season. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to kind of compartmentalize because this is just one season. But I felt like in this season it's been done like to the best of I've ever seen, like for any cartoon, like period, really.
Right.
I don't know many that could just like
Yeah.
off the rip, you just like this is better. Like
Yeah,
I can't think of nothing
it just
that's,
hasn't been bad. Like
and that shit is
it's
weird.
a really
But
good
for
show,
me, just
man.
because like I love things like I have no idea about, and I just find and I'm like, yo, this shit is dope as fuck.
That's how I felt about Ozark. I had no idea what Ozark was about.
That was another
And
one.
then just watching it and then it just took off. I'm just
When
like,
you find something, yeah,
oh
when you find
wow.
something just fire to watch, and you like, damn, I didn't know nothing about this shit, and then you sit down, dog, it's like that shit is like playing like the perfect video game, like for the first time when you like, oh shit, like if playing a video game, like you might not have like Mass Effect 1, since Mass Effect Legendary Edition coming out next month. When I first played that game, like I knew what it was, but I didn't know what it was. Like when I played that shit, and I was like, yo, this game is fucking awesome.
That's
Like
how I felt
I
about
had
Final
no
Fantasy,
fucking
bro. I had no
idea.
idea what I was getting myself into with that. Like I
So
had no idea where Final Fantasy was going, and then it just kept going and going, and on to this too, and going and going. I'm like, yo, this is Shit's crazy because you didn't know what you signed up for. You just hopped on, and then it's just more. Like when that world opens up in Final Fantasy VII, when you in the open world, it's like, oh shit, it's more. It's just more from then on. So this is how this feels. It just keeps stacking and keep elevating
improving on itself.
Yeah, man.
I feel that. Yeah, I don't really have, unless y'all had any particular other parts that y'all wanted to mention. I feel like we didn't pretty much covered everything.
Nah, I like these little dope talks right here, man. These little short, quick talks, chat it up, get some content out. So I like this. I like this.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Finn been keeping the shit popping.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
2K
you keeping the lights
keeping
on.
it live.
You keeping the lights
See?
on here at GOK.
But they don't hear me though. You hear me?
You keeping the
2K
lights
nigga
on.
keeping it live.
Yeah. Oh man.
Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm coming back.
Okay.
Nah, but yeah, bro. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Putting this thing together. You feel me? You out here.
Yeah, for sure.
What you want to talk about next?
Game.
Oh, we doing Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of dumb shit on the line. On Facebook.
Crack came.
Do y'all have time now?
Spicy.
Do y'all have time now? Because we can do it now.
I could talk about whatever.
I can't because I got my dinner on. So put Mirror to bed.
You know that nigga got some chicken on the way. You know what I'm saying?
Steak.
Oh, get the fuck
steak tonight. I had some chicken earlier though.
Jamaican chicken. What a fried chicken, baked chicken, roasted chicken.
I had chicken earlier. That was my lunch. That was my lunch.
Yeah, I know you had some type of chicken meal.
That was my lunch.